Hi, in this video we're going to have a look at the equation of a circle. Now this is the equation we're going to have a look at. This means that the circle, the center, will not be the origin. Okay, the circle might have a center out here and might be something like that. Okay, so it's not going to be one of these ones where the origin is the center. It's going to be out there. There could be one down here and so on. Now, it's also be called the circle completing the square because we're going to have to look at a new method called completing the square to help us solve these, okay? But let's just start with this circle. X minus 3 squared plus y plus 2 squared equals 9, okay? So we know here that this circle, just redraw this, this circle is going to have a radius of square root of 9, which equals 3, because 3 squared equals 9, so the radius is 3. Its center, okay, remember we have to think about what minus 3 gives us 0. 3 minus 3 gives us 0. Looking at the y-coordinate of the center, what plus 2 gives us 0? Minus 2. Plus 2 gives us 0. So here, 1, 2, 3, down 1, 2. So here would be our center of 3 minus 2. Okay, it has a radius of 3 here, so 1, 2, 3, it's going to go there, 1, 2, it's going to go up there, about there, down there, and it's going to be this circle here, okay? Not the neatest diagram. This video isn't for graphing. There is a video as well about graphing the circle neatly, but the thing is here, okay, I'm just going to rewrite this. X minus 3 squared plus y plus 2 squared equals 9. Just going to scroll down here. What I want you to do is expand the brackets x minus 3, okay, and expand the brackets y plus 2 squared. This is our binomial expansion. Some of you might use the FOIL method, first, outside, inside, last. Okay, so let's go and expand here. So, if you also want to, you can write here. You know x minus 3 squared is the same as x minus 3 times x minus 3. First, x times x is x squared. I'll deal with this under here after. Let's just do this first one first. Don't need an equal sign there because I've got one there. This is the same as x squared. Outside, x times minus 3 is minus 3x. Inside, minus 3 times x is minus 3x. And last, minus 3 times minus 3, or negative 3 squared, equals plus 9. Okay, so let's simplify this. X squared minus 3x is minus 6x plus 9. Okay, that's our binomial expansion. That has been looked at in another chapter. So now let's have a look here. I'm just going to keep them a little bit separated. Bring this plus down. Y plus 2. Y plus 2. So I'll put the plus here. What is y times y? We've got y squared. Outside, y times 2 plus 2y. Inside, 2 times y plus 2y. And the last one, 2 times 2 or 2 squared is plus 4. So now I have already dealt with this down below. Let's deal with this and simplify it. All I can do here is add these two like terms, this plus 2y and plus 2y, which is plus 4y. So I've got y squared plus 4y plus 4. Now here this is equals 9. I'm just carrying this down now. Equals 9, equals 9, equals 9. So I've just expanded the brackets there using our binomial expansions. Now let's simplify this, okay? I'm just going to get a green pen here. There's only one x squared term, there's only one x term, but there's a plus 9, a plus 4. Okay, let's combine those, let's add them together. So I've got x squared minus 6x. I'm going to put the numbers at the end, so I'm going to bring this plus y squared plus 4y to the front. What is 9 plus 4? It is 13 equals 9. Now I'm going to take this 9 here because I'm going to have 0 on the right hand side. You'll see why I'm doing this in a sec. 6x plus y squared plus 4y. What is the opposite of 9 plus 9? It is minus 9. So 13 minus 9 is plus 4. This equals 0. Alright. I'm just going to put this in a box. Why am I doing this? Okay. This equation in the blue box is also the equation of a circle. It's just in a different form. So, in a test or in a question, you might see the equation of the circle given to you like this, and they ask find the center and the radius. But they could also say, here's an equation of a circle, find the center and find the radius. So the whole purpose for this video is to say, how do I, if I'm given this equation, put it back in this form to easily say, well, r equals 3 and center equals 3 minus 2. Okay, it's much easier in this form here to tell the radius and the center of that circle. The method to go and convert this equation down here to the top one is completing the square, or complete the square. Alright, I'm just going to use this example that we have here, and we're going to go backwards by completing the square. So we are going to complete the square. You need to remember these two things. X plus a squared. This, when you expand it, equals x squared plus 2ax plus a squared. Okay, a is just a constant, can be any number. And also x minus a squared. This equals x squared. I'll fix that up. Minus 2ax plus a squared. Okay, the only difference is, and the way I like to remember these is if it's plus, they're all plus. Okay, as soon as there is one minus here, the first in between the x squared and the 2ax is a minus. So, a question might say, find the radius and the center of the circle with equation, and I'm going to just pick this one in the blue box, with equation x squared minus 6x plus y squared plus 4y plus 4 equals 0. Alright, so let's just call this example 1. We're just working backwards from what we just did before. So let's write it down. Make sure you're writing it, you will need to spread it out, make it nice and neat. This process just uses a bit of mathematical manipulation, okay, and you'll see what I mean in a bit. Plus 4 equals 0. The first step, what I'm going to deal with is just this x squared minus 6x term, okay? But why don't we, first of all, let's take that over. Let's take the number over to that side first. Get rid of it. So I've got x squared minus 6x plus y squared plus 4y equals, opposite of plus 4 is minus 4. What I'm dealing with first now is just this. X squared minus 6x. Our aim here is to get it back into this form. Okay, get it back here into this form. I've got an x squared, here's my x squared. I've got a minus 2ax, I can see that here. I need to add an a squared term in here and manipulate it. I'm just going to add an a squared term in there. But if I do that, I have to keep the equation balanced and put something over here too. Can you think about this? Here, this is minus 6x. How can I get minus 6x if I've got minus 2ax? What can I sub in for a? Well, 2 times what gives me 6? It's 3. Okay? And notice here, if I say this is a is 3, a is also here. So what I have to add on to the end is a plus 3 squared. However, the way they also teach that is they say x squared minus 6x, and now I say what's half of 6? What's half of 6? Half of 6 is 3, and we showed that here. You halve it, so half of 6 is 3, and then you square it, so plus 3 squared. What is 3 squared though? 9. Okay, I'm just going to leave that there though to start with. So I'm just adding in a 3 squared there. Now you might be saying, how can you just go put a 9 or a 3 squared in an equation? That'll make it unbalanced. What you need to do, I'm just going to write this down first. I'm leaving the y squared minus 4 equals minus 4. If I put a plus 3 squared on that side, what should I put on the right hand side of this equation to keep it balanced? I have to put a plus 3 squared on this side. What I'm going to do now is just change 3 squared to 9. Okay. Y squared plus 4y equals minus 4 plus 9. So this equation is balanced. If I put a plus 9 here, there's a plus 9 there. It's still balanced. Now, I want you to think about this. What does it look like here? Which one does it look like? Does it look like this one or this one? Well, there's a minus there, so it looks like this one down here. So let's factorize that now. It's x. What is a? A was 3 squared. And notice what we have up here when we went backwards. X minus 3. So we're on track. Let's look at this. Y squared plus 4y now. Think about it. What I have to do, I have to halve 4. What is half of 4? It is 2. And then square it. So you halve the coefficient and then square it. So half of 4 is 2. 2 squared is 4. So I'm plussing a 2 squared equals there. What do I have to put on this side? Also a plus 2 squared, because I'm keeping the equation balanced. I just can't go putting things in on one side. I have to put it on both sides to keep the equation balanced. Let's change it away from index form. I don't want 2 squareds there, so x minus 3 squared plus y squared plus 4y plus 4 equals minus 4 plus 9 plus 4. Don't be alarmed by this, guys, because we can just simplify that, and we will soon. Now, I want you to think about this. Y squared plus 4y plus 4, what one does it look like up here? Okay, we have y squared plus 4y plus 4, plus and a plus. It's this first one, so we're going to factorize it in this form with a plus, x plus a squared. So I've got x minus 3 squared plus y plus, what was a? A is 2 squared equals minus 4 plus 9 plus 4. So x minus 3 squared plus y plus 2 squared. Now think about this. What is minus 4 plus 9 plus 4? Well, this minus 4 plus 4 is gone, and we're just left with 9. And what do you know? We have got the same thing. Okay, so now the question said, find the circle with the equation. Find the radius and the center. Now it's in this form, it's much easier to go center equals here. I have to make that 3, I have to make that minus 2. I've already done this above. And radius equals 3, because 3 squared equals 9. Okay. Now, this at first can be quite a confusing process, but when you practice it a lot, Okay, I've really stepped this out, but when you practice it, you can get from this stage here, and you might just do this and this on the same line, okay? I'm just doing it one at a time. And then you might go and factorize them and put them on the line at the same time, okay? So once you get good at it and really comfortable with it, it won't take all this working, but this is just stepping it out.